The Apostle Paul says sin is not imputed where there is no law. Nevertheless, men died from Adam to Moses. Now, the verb to impute means to reckon as pertaining or attributable to charge, to ascribe, to set to the account of. Well, you get it. Then he said men died before the coming of the law, and still men continue to die. Which reminds me of the legal adage, ignorance of the law is no excuse. Hi, I'm Elder Norman Sweet, and we're looking at liberty as we rightly divide the word of truth in a biblical minute.
I was in my small apartment with a few guys and we were getting high. Then all of a sudden, a battering ram went through my door, guns were drawn, and I was in deep trouble.
I came face to face with my destructive life when I was sitting across a piece of glass from my mother because I was arrested for robbing her parents.
We don't do outpatient, and we don't do a shortened version of Teen Challenge. It's the entire program, and there's no compromise. Our success rate is almost 80%.
When the Apostle Paul spoke to the men of Athens, he knew they, like the descendants of Cain, had great knowledge of the world. He said to them, "You're too religious."
For as I passed by and beheld your devotions, I found an altar with this inscription, To the unknown God. Whom therefore ye ignorantly worship, him declare I unto you. God that made the world and all things therein, seeing that he is Lord of heaven and earth, dwelleth not in temples made with hands, neither is worshipped with men's hands, as though he needed anything, seeing he giveth to all life and breath and all things, and hath made of one blood all nations of men, for to dwell on all the face of the earth, and hath determined the times before appointed, and the bounds of their habitation, that they should seek the Lord, if haply they might feel after him and find him, though he be not far from every one of us. For in him we live and move and have our being.
You see, it is by knowledge of the law that we know our position. The blessing of God is purposeful, positional, and conditional. Liberty is found within the boundaries of the law. Outside of the law, there is only condemnation, subjugation, guilt, shame, and eventually death. I'm Elder Sweet. Join me next time as once again we rightly divide the word of truth in a biblical minute.